You think that what we're fighting about is stupid. Just cause you don't agree don't mean it's stupid. Lately communication feels so useless.
Savage.
If we don't got that obsessive love, then what we doing? I don't ask for much from you. It's like you don't got the time to lose. Make me feel like I'm a burden when I tell you how I'm hurting. No, you just say you're sorry to say you did. I ain't over it.
What's up, everybody? It's me, your Uncle 79, the Spiritual Savage. I'm here with a message today. It's currently 9:37 a.m. on December 20th, 2024. It is cold as hell outside, okay? So the temperature is dropping. It is winter time, okay? Happy holidays. You know the rest, right? All praises to the Most High God for bringing us here for this message, for allowing us to be here with each other, giving us the breath of life this morning, bringing us through, you know? And a grand rising to the beloved ancestors of the highest white divine light for allowing me and you to be the embodiment of their dreams. You feel me? Is that a booger? It ain't there no more, huh? At least I ain't eat it. But nah, so I really appreciate everybody. I posted on the community tab that t-shirt orders will be going to production on Monday, and you should receive them shortly after that, okay? So thank you for your purchases. If you'd like to purchase anything from my shop, click the link in the bottom of this video, divineintermissions.shopify.com, where you can get your t-shirts. I got a couple of decks over there. Bam, okay? I also wanted to, this is like my favorite, one of my favorite bracelets here, okay? It's the 7 chakras bracelet. I know that I got this sponsorship with Outer Spirit, but this is my favorite bracelet. Very nice bracelet, 7 chakra bracelet, 7 chakra stones here, made by my little brother, Spirit Baby Kill. Okay, he's underrated. He doesn't get as much. Shine as he should. So. But he's definitely very talented music, very talented messenger, and he makes very nice jewelry, okay? I will post the link for his shop down in the bottom of the description box below. If you would like to go over there and check out some of his jewelry, do me a favor and go over there and check out my little brother's shop, okay? And it's not, he's not breaking the bank, but he puts in a lot of work for what he makes. And this is like my favorite bracelet. I really, really like it. I got this from him. He sent it to me. Appreciate your little brother, okay? So, I hope everybody's having a wonderful, wonderful morning. I was not going to come on today because Spirit, all right, because Spirit has been urging me to sit my old ass down and just rest and relax, and I'm going to do that, but this is important, okay? I've been getting the God bumps, and I'm gonna break down this little story. From the title, you'll be able to tell if this is if you're interested in the title. Stick around, because I got a little gem I'm gonna drop for you guys again here, okay? I would like to ask that all evil eyes go blind and all ear hustling demons go completely deaf, okay? And that angels, guardian angels, are protecting us against these malevolent forces, these dark principalities, and the spawns of Satan that they produce, that come against the collective, these negative energy workers, okay, these demons. So I belong to the Obsidian Inner Order. It's a group. They have a channel. You should go check the channel out if you haven't already. Very good messages for chosen ones, or God's warriors, people in the collective. Very, very good content. And the group is very enlightening and interesting. It's you can connect with other people. They do a once a week Discord call where you get to talk to other people, share your experiences. And I tap in for some of them. Now, specifically last night, during the Discord call, a woman I'm not going to say her name, but a woman gave a testimony, okay? And she prayed before she did it. It took a lot out of her to tell this story, and it broke my heart to hear it. It really did, y'all. As far as her experiences, what her life, what she's had to endure through gang stalking. And I'm telling you that it, from beginning to end, she's telling her story. And not everything that she said, I was like, oh my God, I went through the same thing. But majority of it, yeah. And so I listened to her testimony, and I'm hearing things that we've all been through, you know, the noise campaigns, the cars following you around, being attacked, people messing with your finances, playing games with your mind, sending you, nasty messages, just the psychological part of it all. Then she talked about how she met somebody new who came into her life. Very nice guy. They was going to church, and everything seemed to work out. The guy told her, I pay all your bills, blah blah this, blah blah that. So, you're gonna live the soft life kind of energy. Turns out, guess what, you guys? You already know. He was an op. He was a whole op, right? And so she's telling this story, and she's just like, I don't know how they're doing this. I don't know how they're paying for this. It's just me. What did I do? And I'm sitting back and I'm listening. And the divine said, ask her a question. Now, she gave a timeline about when all of this started. And I was listening very intently. She said that it started after she broke up with a very abusive, narcissistic person, right? And shortly thereafter, that's when she started being harassed at her place. People following her around, just kind of taunting her, gang stalking her. So then I said, well, sorry to hear that you've gone through that. And I told her that there are a lot of people that come on my channel that have this exactly the same experiences almost, And so I said, the first person that you broke up with, were they a part of Alcoholics Anonymous or Narcotics Anonymous? And she was like, yeah, how did you know that? I've talked about this before on this channel. And, really at the end of the day, when we talk about this gang stalking situation, it's very important for people to understand that most of everything that we say is going to be considered speculation, conspiracy theories, or paranoia. Okay? And that is the way it's supposed to come out of our mouths. Where people are not supposed to believe what the things that we say as far as the gang stalking is concerned, or, our experiences dealing, when we're being spiritually attacked. And so, when it comes to being able to prove something, or having your suspicions validated, the what's the word I'm looking for here? The process of doing that. I don't know if I want to use the word process, but the process of discovery. So, like, when people are building up a case, or people are doing like a case study, they get in touch with people and ask them about their experiences, and then they compile all this information together to come up with a determination, or an educated guess. I don't know. A theory. The results of a study, let's say. And I'm just independently been kind of doing my own in my brain, just paying attention to things, but more importantly, the testimonies of people. Now, the conversation also consisted last night of different parts of the gang stalking, different areas or sectors in this world that participate in it, whether it's government, whether it's religious, whether it's, blah, 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 it's not so government agencies, but overall, just different aspects of it. What I have found interesting, insightful, and validating is that there are so many of us from all different parts of this country and all different parts of this world who have the same shared experience when it comes to this gang stalking, right? And there are a lot of us within this collective group of people that have experienced these same shared experiences, that were in a relationship or very close to somebody that was in one of these Alcoholics Anonymous or Narcotics Anonymous groups, where we had some type of interaction with that went bad. And then shortly after, that's when the gang stalking started. For me, it started after I got out of the relationship with this person that I was with for like 9.5 years. Okay? But to hear her talk about that, it was a ringing in my, a light bulb went off, a bell rang. It was a confirmation, a validation that something really wrong is going on in these organizations, in the Narcotics Anonymous and Alcoholics Anonymous groups. And for anybody out there that has, been a part of these groups, I'm not talking about everybody, okay? Because there's good and bad within everything. But I did do a little bit of, just asking. I'd asked ChatGPT. So she was wondering, like, well, how are they doing all this? And, this, that, and the third. And so I broke it down for them. When we talk about alcohol, the AA and NA, we talk about these groups. What everybody has to, this is what I want everybody to consider. It doesn't matter if you are black, white, gay, straight, poor, rich. You could even be a racist. Okay? You can have a problem with the race of people. These people all come together because they share a common issue, a common belief system. Okay? These people absolutely understand that they are a victim to the threat of drugs, alcohol, and people who do them. People who don't follow the 12 steps, people that don't follow their doctrine. And so you get people from all different parts of life. People who are rich, people who are celebrities, people who are in law enforcement, people who are in the legal system, people in the community, people in your community. Okay? So you get all these people together. Now this is where it gets a little, with every single organization or group of people, or I don't know what I'm trying to say, a club, let's say like a club or a cult, whatever the case may be, organization, whatever. There are levels to it. So you got people that are coming in that are just trying to stay sober, blah, 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 but you got people that are die-hard AA and NA members. Okay? And this is what I'm figuring out. Okay? So comment in the chat, comment down below if you're vibing with this here, because it's important. This is the reason why I came on today, because I wasn't, but I feel this has to be said. This is what I heard from Spirit anyway, because I keep getting the God bumps, and I'm telling you now, I was so bothered by it last night that I had to jump off the call and just turn off the TV, turn off my phone, and just sit in quiet and talk to God, and just, because when you wonder, like, because my thought has always been, well, you travel different places and you got all these people. Like, how are all these people gang stalking one person? Like, how are they getting paid? Like, what's going on here? What the are they doing? How are they doing this? How are they operating this? How are they letting all these people know? It's because there are 1.9 million active members. 73% of these members are located within the United States and Canada. That is a huge network of people. A huge network of people. And I never say this word, but the one thing about this group is the anonymous part of it, the anonymity. So you never know who is a part of these groups, who's a part of these AAs and Alcoholics Anonymous and Narcotics Anonymous, because the whole point is about it being anonymous, right? So you don't know. You could be sitting in front of a judge, okay? who is a part of Alcoholics Anonymous or Narcotics Anonymous. You feel me? And so what I have known, okay, and it's 2 million members worldwide in 180 countries. That's a huge network of people. 1.9 million to 2 million people. And not everybody, of course, but that's a huge network of people. See, what I know is this, okay? And this is probably going to piss somebody off, and I don't care, okay, motherfucker? When I broke up with this person, I had enough. The abuse, the lies, the cheating, the whole thing was just a toxic situation. It needed to end. And overall, I'm glad that it did, okay? But they weren't. I was with a full-blown narcissist. And so what I've learned, what I was able to put together is that this person went to their support that they had within Alcoholics Anonymous treatment facilities and even church, and made me the bad guy. I, understand the fact that this person feels like I ruined their life, that it was my fault that they were going through all these different things. So this person spread these lies and these false narratives to people for a long time. See, it didn't happen like right away, but within about a year and a half to 2 years after we split, it got really, really bad for me as far as the Gangstalking is concerned, as far as the harassment I was receiving from people in the community, people of law enforcement in Rochester, Minnesota. It was bad. And you really have to ask yourself, well, I had to ask myself, like, how, I was kind of befuddled at the beginning but then I just started to but I was asking myself, like, do people really take what somebody says and do this amount of damage to somebody? Of course they do, because he didn't start the shit. It was already something that was there. A lot of people that are, drug abusers, alcoholics, whatever the case may be, people with addictions, a lot of people that have addictions or whatever, because see, I don't believe everybody's an addict. That's just my opinion. But a lot of people, and you can attest to this as well, a lot of people that are narcissistic or psychopaths, okay, are people who abuse drugs. It happens. Okay? And I've met a lot of people that have belonged to this group who, and most of the people that I've met that when I was even in treatment, the whole gross, disgusting lack of accountability that people have is so narcissistic to the point to where people blame everybody else for what they got going on in their lives. People are made to believe in these groups and in treatment, but more importantly, these NA and AA, that what they're doing is not their fault, it's the drug. And that people that don't support that, people that want to, call you out on your shit, are the enemy. Because they have to. These people that were a part of your life, people that you're in relationships with, they feel like you or I have a responsibility to be accountable for our part in a person's life, the downfall, the downward spiral that they've gone through. It's our fault. And before they can make amends with us, we have to be held accountable first. That's what I'm telling you. Okay? So you got a bunch of people. This is what I've heard from Spirit anyway, the download. You got people that are a part of this organization, and there's a huge part that have an underground kind of gang-stalking program or vigilante retribution kind of subsector within this organization, where the moment that you break away from these people, you cut that cord, narcs lose their mind because the supply is gone. And generally what happens is that when you break away from a narcissist and you're done with them, their life spirals out of control. They everything goes bad for them. because you were the supply. They were draining you. Okay? And if they're doing well, it's because you were there. And that's the truth. And not everybody, but I'm talking, if you know, you know. So you got these people that are pissed off that their life has gone to shit because you decided you didn't want to be with them anymore. So they've relapsed, they've lost their job, things aren't going well for them, and they blame you for cutting them off. They tell everybody it's your fault. And you got a bunch of people that think the same way as this person, all sitting around, feeling the same way about a bunch of other people in their lives. And so what do? They exact revenge. They want to make people pay for it because in their minds, what they're doing is not wrong. They feel like you're the enemy. They feel like you've given up on them, that you walked away from them. They're the victim. Nothing that they've ever done to you, they ever want to be accountable for, because I'm telling you now, if the motherfucker that I was with for all that time, if they really sat down and took a good look at who they were to me, they would never ever feel badly. They should never ever feel badly about the fact that we broke up. It should just be a given. Like, it was not the thing for the both of us. Let's just let it go. But nobody wants to be accountable, or they don't want to be accountable. You feel me? And so I know that a lot of my gang stalking, I pick up on the cues. I hear what people said. I've seen what people have done. I've done my own kind of spying and, digging into people and seeing these messages and shit like that. Oh yeah, this person had plotted this for a very long time, and he didn't do it alone. He did it with people that were a part of these clubs. It was these Alcoholics Anonymous and Narcotics Anonymous. He did it with people from the VLC church. And with these connections with people, you got to understand, if a person goes before this group, and they get this story. So I'm seeing it now. Somebody comes over and says, "Man, what that person did to you was fucked up. We might be able to help you out with that." This is what I'm seeing. We might be able to help. We can help you out with that. Yeah, we can. Just come back this particular date and time. There's some people that I want you to meet, and then we will make sure that person is held accountable, that we hold that person accountable for what they did to you. I'm seeing it and I'm hearing it now. And they do this to all kinds of people. Let's say, for instance, you had a job, okay? And you get into it with a coworker that's probably a part of that's maybe in their process, their journey of recovery, or they're a part of this organization of people, this group of people. And you get into it with them because, a lot of times, again, these are people that don't want to be accountable. So if you're the supervisor and this person's showing up late for work, or, they're coming in and they're fucked up, you're giving them chance after chance. This is what I'm hearing. And then you have to fire this person. This person in their mind's like, well, I got this problem. Why are they're only treating me like this because blah, 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 blah. Then they go back to this group and they tell everybody in the meetings what happened. And then they pull them to the side and say, well, we can help you out with that. They did what to you? That's unfair. You have a problem. They should not have done that to you. And then if you're this person's supervisor at work, they start gang stalking your ass to make you lose your job, to make you go crazy, to probably get you hooked on dope, to get somebody to come in and ruin your life like how you ruined their life because you're not being accountable. Confirmation, you don't want to be accountable for who the fuck they are. And again, when people go to these meetings, they're sitting in there with, like I said, it's all anonymous. People don't tell people what they do for a living all the time. People show up and they give their testimonies. They show support for their fellow brothers and sisters that are in the trenches. And I'm not saying everybody again, because everybody that's a part of this group is not a part of what I'm talking about. But there's out of 1.9 million people, you gotta assume at least 500,000 of them motherfuckers are people that are doing exactly what I'm describing to you. Okay. But so you're sitting in they got these, there are a lot of people that are in law enforcement, that are in the judicial system, okay, that have battled drug addiction and alcoholism, and they give all that credit to AA and NA. And I'm not saying that they shouldn't. I mean, if you're sober, you're sober. Good for you, and you should be if that's what you choose to do. Live a healthier life. But see, what happens is that a lot of people that go through these programs, they quit the habit, okay? But they don't change it doesn't change who they are on the inside. They're still nasty, they're still mean, they're still narcissistic. So let's say you got a judge that's been a part of Alcoholics and Narcotics Anonymous for over 20 years. They got connections. They want to support people because they want to see people get off of dope, stop drinking, whatever the case may be. They want to help out their fellow brother and sister. Do you not think that there's what I'm telling you is absolutely the truth. So what I'm telling you is that they make calls. It wouldn't be any different if we had an organization and I had a little bit of clout or some pull somewhere, and you were being treated unfairly, and you call me up and say, "Hey, Savage, man, these people over here, they did this to me, they did that to me. What can you help me? Like, I don't know what to do." And I go, "Yeah, I know somebody over there. Let me make." But this is high vibing energy. This is not me calling to say, "Let's ruin somebody's life." I'm calling to say, "Hey, I know that you're a representative over in this district over there. I know somebody over there that's being mistreated. They're being, blah blah blah. What kind of resources do you have for this person, or what can you look into? How can you help this person out or help these people out?" It's nothing. It works both ways. They contacted law enforcement. There's people placed in all these different sectors in life, or in the community, in retail, in law, in your communities. All these different people that are spread out all over the country, all over the world, that are a part of this group. And the one thing that I know for certain that happens when people are a part of this group is that they stick together. They all think the same too. They all follow that mission statement. I mean, it's people do, and like I said, everybody's not bad, and I don't really feel like either that a lot of people that participate in what I'm talking about are bad people either. I feel like they are indoctrinated into a very particular mindset that makes them feel like everybody is the enemy that did not deal with their bullshit, that doesn't co-sign for them. It's very hard for a lot of people, especially when they're narcissistic, to see how badly they were running somebody through the motherfucking ground. It's very hard for people to say that, or even admit, or even understand the fact that, yes, I was draining the fucking life out of that person. The way that I treated that person, how did they ever survive that? It's very rare that a narcissistic person will go, "Damn, I really, really treated that person badly." They don't do that. And again, psychopaths and narcissists are made, I believe. I could be wrong. Comment in the chat, comment down below. Sociopaths, I don't know, but I know that narcissistic people are made. They're not born like that. So you could have a perfectly normal person that's around a bunch of narcissistic people who end up being turned into a narcissist because of the indoctrination that these groups have. People come to this group broken. They come to this group looking for support, looking for family, looking for answers, and they get all that. But a lot of it is the indoctrination into I just heard a society of people where a part of what they do is making people pay for the mishaps in their life. The downward spiral that they've taken. The fact that they have a problem with drugs and they want to blame everybody else. They want to attack people. So people go after their parents, people go after their kids, people go after their coworkers, ex-coworkers, ex-lovers, neighbors. I'm telling you, that's exactly what it is. 8:11 on the clock. And so I'm dropping this message this morning because I want people to really start thinking about your gang stalking situation or any type of harassment, because people can look at it from a lot of different ways. You may not be being gang stalked, but you could be being harassed after you broke up with somebody, or maybe not even broke up with somebody. Maybe you got a problem with a neighbor. Maybe you got a problem with somebody, so you got into it with somebody at the store, like somebody that worked at a store. Yeah, I'm telling you, this is exactly what I'm seeing. And this is what I've heard, okay? And the proof is in the pudding, the testimonies. This is why I want people to comment. Now, as far as what can be done about it, there definitely needs to be an inquiry from the feds into these groups or these organizations. There probably already is. Okay, well, confirmation. But the more people speak up about it, the more awareness that is being brought to it, people will pay attention. I'm telling you now. Everywhere you go, there's a chapter somewhere right up the street from your ass. In the church, they meet at churches. I'm telling you, this is where a lot of this gang stalking shit is coming from. I'm trying to decide if I want to put some cards in it, but I don't really feel like, I mean, what are the cards going to say? Everything that I'm telling you, I don't need cards for this. Neither do you. You know what I'm saying? So I hope that this message provides people with answers and comfort. But I hope and I have faith in the fact that this is really kind of because I'm telling you, I have been, when a friend of mine came back to my house that was staying with me and told me that they were discussing me at a Narcotics Anonymous meeting, for what? A lot of us are targeted individuals that are on a number of different targeted individuals lists. I told y'all before, I went through a thing when I lived in Nashville, Tennessee, where I got this job, and I didn't know that the job was working for. It was a money laundering scam. I didn't know that. You know, I didn't deal with no transactions or touch no money. But best believe I contacted the government, and the Secret Service came to fucking see me. So you gotta know that I've been on some type of watch list for a very long time. And I mean, and this happened back in 2011, 2012. So that was 12 years ago, right? So a lot of us are on different lists. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you that these motherfuckers, and not everybody, again, I gotta repeat that, because people get all bent out of shape and get all butt hurt and, you know, Rudy Tooty in the booty kind of shit. When people grow the fuck up. If you're not doing it, then don't feel some kind of way. But if you are a part of these groups, you better watch your ass out, okay? It's very easy for people, because see, what happens is that people fall back into, when people relapse, when people fuck up, and then they, you know, things go south in their family relationships, their jobs, their love relationships, their friendships. People back up and go, I don't want to be a part of that. People absolutely feel neglected. They feel wrongly ostracized because they want everybody to understand, I got a problem. And this is what I want people to know, coming from somebody that drank for damn near 30 years, that used drugs for over 15. I get where, yes, a problem is a problem, but what I had to understand is that my problem ain't everybody else's motherfucking problem. But everybody don't think like that. But you get enough people that, you know, don't understand that, and they go around a bunch of people who don't think that, who absolutely, and I'm not telling you that they think that it's not fair. These people believe that no matter what, that people should always stand by people no matter what it is, the same way that they stand by people within their inner circle. But they're vibing with their tribe, a tribe full of narcissistic people who don't want to be accountable, who want to exact revenge on people, and will use whatever resources and connections that they have to do such. To do so. You feel me? I would like to thank you all for tapping in for this message today, and I hope this message helps somebody. I hope circulate this video. I don't really give a fuck. They already stalking my ass anyway. Okay? They'll never be able to see what we see. Because they're the ones, the oppressors. These are people that if they were arrested tomorrow for doing this shit, the vast majority of these people would still go, they had it coming. They would never be accountable for it. There would be some people that go, I was just, you know, these people really made me believe that I needed to get revenge on these people. I'm telling you, this is what's going on now. Part of it. This is 1.9 million active members. That's active members. You got a lot of people from government agencies, you know. Out of all the years that what year did NA start? What year did Alcoholics Anonymous start? I want to say sometime in the 60s or the 70s. What year did Alcoholics Anonymous start? Was founded 1935. And then, see, yeah, by Bill Wilson and Dr. Bob Smith, the two men both struggling alcohol developed a mutual support approach to help maintain sobriety, which became the foundation of AA's principles. This happened in 1935. And so, you know what I also, they don't ask people, are you a member of Alcoholics Anonymous? They go, are you a friend of Bill's? That's how they know who's who. Are you a friend of, do you know Bill? And then if this person goes, yeah, I know Bill, that's how they know. You know what I'm saying? Are you a friend of Bill's? That's what that means. We do a lot of talking about secret societies on here. We always want to pass the buck to the Freemasons and the Illuminati. No, this is one of the biggest secret societies there is. Alcoholics Anonymous. It's not supposed to be, their lists aren't supposed to be public, because the whole thing about it is people preventing being treated differently. They don't want people, because people's addictions and struggling with alcoholism and addictions is a private matter. When just like when you go to treatment, you're not supposed to tell people who's in treatment facilities with you. When you go to these meetings, you're not supposed to talk about what you guys talk about. There's an oath. There's an oath that people, there's a whole oath. There's a whole kind of admitting to the fact that you're powerless and that we can help you. Do you feel me? And again, I know some very wonderful people that that are a part of Alcoholics Anonymous, stopped drinking, got their life back together, they're living and I applaud that. I'm not saying everybody, I have to repeat that again. 1935. Does anybody not think that there hasn't been a federal agent or a cop or a CIA operative whose life fell apart because of some type of addiction, and they, lost everything, maybe got a divorce, the wife took the kids, got the house, and these people were just ousted, that they didn't, because that they aren't a part of Alcoholics Anonymous, and they are not using their connections or what they've learned, or these, these tactics that they've learned from working in law enforcement and in government to attack people. Y'all got to be out of your fucking mind if you don't think so. Whew. Let's get a where's it at? Tell you, this is why they be fucking with me. I don't care. Everybody has problems in life. Okay? And the one thing that helped me, the main thing that helped me was Dwayne Bowdry, the spiritual savage, decided to be accountable for the things that I was doing, not just to myself, but to other people, and making true amends. Not amends that came with stipulations. Okay? Not conditional amends. I'll apologize to you only if you can admit to the fact that you... No. That's not what that means. You make amends, you become a man or a woman, and you go to somebody and you say, I know things went wrong between us. What I did to you, I know that hurt you, and I apologize. And I need you to understand, I truly feel badly about what went down between us. It should have never happened like that. But I'm going to be accountable. I'm being accountable because I know that what I did hurt you. Do you know how many people that I did that with, and they didn't give me anything back because they didn't need to, because it wasn't about, it wasn't conditional. It wasn't on stipulation. It was because I was supposed to do it, and so I did it, and I meant it. You feel me? Motherfuckers don't want to be accountable for shit. But the days of people not being accountable for doing things to bad people is over. We all got a boss. But people want to take these liberties into their own hands. They want to assume the responsibility of judge, jury, and executioner for people because they don't want to be accountable. Where in the fuck does that make sense? A lot of us have suffered horrible, sadistic, cruel, and unusual abuse from these motherfucking people. And they still continue to do it because you decide you want to break up with somebody or you don't want somebody to come back into your life. And you know what? To be honest with you, I don't like to dig up the past, but I'm just going to leave it. I'm going to say this and I'm going to leave this part of it there. The only thing that I ever wanted for that ignorant motherfucker that I was with to do was to apologize and be accountable for how they treated me. That's it. And that probably would have shown me that they had changed and we could have stayed together. I mean, after 9.5 years, I was invested. They couldn't even do that. They couldn't even do that. They came up to my job acting a fool. They called the landlord acting a fool. I had to call the police. You feel me? And even after we stopped, like from that day that we broke up, I never heard from that person again, which is highly unusual because they were behind the scenes doing a lot of fuck shit to me. And they were using everybody that we knew together. And plus the connections that they had to Alcoholics Anonymous, the VLC church. Okay? And you know how many people I've met over the last few years that I didn't even know that were being harassed and that were, you know, had people coming into their life fighting them, wanting to beat them up and ruining their lives. And their partners were a part of the VLC church as well. And I'm not saying everybody, but I'm telling you again, there's something there. Okay? I feel like that's it. I feel like that's it. I want to leave you guys with some bit of inspiration this morning. Okay? I hate wearing polyester shirts. Y'all check that out. Too much polyester. Too much of them twins in this shirt, okay? Holy Spirit, can we get a word of encouragement for the collective this morning, please? Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit, can I get a word of encouragement for the collective this morning? $41.41 when I look down. Okay, baby. That's 5, that's 10 endings. You feel me? Let's get another shuffle here. Archangel Michael, please protect the energy for this reading so I give a clear and concise. Ooh, Stingray, the only card flipped over. As I'm saying that, confirmation, baby. Water, be flexible, be adaptable, be easy, be still. However it works is what I just heard, okay? It fell out in the upright, so we're going to take it like that, okay? And I want everybody to know out there, okay? And I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I don't give a fuck if you don't like me, okay? I don't care. I, like millions of other people in this fucking world, are tired of people bullying us, taking advantage of us, trying to kill us, stealing from us, disparaging our names, creating false narratives because you, motherfuckers, don't want to be accountable and you're narcissistic fucks. You understand where I'm coming from with that? I don't give a fuck. Because I'm tired of the shit. You guys are fucking cowards. You're cowards. You do little shit behind the scenes, in the shadows, behind keyboards and behind your desk. You're cowards. A real motherfucking G will chin check your ass or come to or step to you. But y'all can't do that because you're cowards. Because you know what you're doing is wrong. Anybody that does something that they know is right doesn't have a problem showing who they are. But you guys do it behind the scenes. You guys do it undercover. You guys do it in the shadows because you're cowards. You're afraid that the light will expose you. That's why you guys do what you do. You guys are fucking cowards. and scabs. Developing confidence, sense of self, or quote unquote having a spine in the upright. Spirit wants you to be more confident. Have a spine. Okay, don't be a yellow belly sapsucker is what I just heard, like these fucking scabs, okay? The Stingray card represents a pivotal point in personal growth. The moment has come when the Stingray must decide between the old, in parentheses, easy, comfortable, and familiar, and the new, in parentheses, challenging, uncomfortable, and unfamiliar. Pressure from family and friends makes the decision even more complicated. No matter what choice is made now, it's inevitable that this dilemma will surface again and again, as the force of Dharma growing within the Stingray is too strong to ignore. So in balance, eager, and you want to grow. When you're out of balance, you blame others and you quit, okay? So don't give up. Don't blame anybody. If things are tough for you right now, yes, people... There's a little bit of blame that can go around. You can blame this person for making things tough for you. You can blame this organization. You can blame these people. You can blame. But after you get done pointing the finger at everybody else, you got to be accountable for what the fuck you need to do now that you know who's accountable, now that you know who's responsible, now that you know who is responsible for the hardships that you are enduring. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? To bring yourself back into balance, move through the discomfort. Be water. Okay? That's a good word today from Uncle fucking Savage. 10:22 a.m. Confirmation, baby. And I just want to repeat it one last time. Don't nobody like me. I'm not here for people to like me. Okay? I'm here for people to get upset about the shit that I say. Okay? That's what I'm here to do. Today. And if you don't like me, I don't care. I'll still give you a hug. I'll still offer you some good advice. I'll still treat you fairly, even if I don't like your ass. I'll still be cordial. I'll still speak. I'll still pray for you. I'll still hope that nothing bad happens to you, even if you don't like me. Can you say the fucking same? I doubt it. I'm out. Remember, you grow, I grow, I grow, you grow, we grow together. It's always love and light around this bitch. As always, take it easy. I love you. I do. To the moon and back. Deuces.